good, okay. Hit your mic and we're good to go.
We are hit. All right, we will call this meeting to order at 6:16. We have all board members present, including Student Representative Logan Creighton and Azuri Valentine. Welcome again to the board. I was absent on your first meeting. Sorry about that. And let's see. There was no action taken at our closed session, and we will kick it over to the superintendent.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. Tonight is a special night. It's a Washington Elementary School night, and it's my pleasure to kick off the Pledge of Allegiance by first introducing the wonderful principal of Washington, Dr. Jennifer Powell. Welcome.
Okay. She has served Washington Elementary as student council member, representative on the Superintendent's Advisory Committee, and was on one of Washington's Battle of the Books teams. In her free time, she enjoys horseback riding and reading. She is an excellent student and even better citizen. She always has a positive spirit and goes out of her way to make others feel comfortable and welcome to Washington. We are so lucky to have Audrey as a Washington Bulldog.
Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and I to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was taking a picture.
Yes, absolutely good choice.
Okay, next up, Dr. Powell is going to introduce her superstar student.
I would like to introduce Taylor Fung. Come on down, Taylor. It is no surprise that Taylor is a superstar student for Washington. He takes every opportunity, both within the classroom and outside, to strive for excellence. He not only excels in all academic areas, but also maintains a rigorous extracurricular load. Just a few examples. On Mondays, he participates in debate class. Tuesdays and Thursdays, he attends Chinese language class. On Wednesdays, he goes to pre-algebra and alpha math classes. And to top it off, his Fridays are filled with soccer training and piano lessons. I'm exhausted just thinking about it all. I know all of these lessons in time management will serve him well in his future endeavors. But to really get a true sense of who Taylor is, you must hear from himself. These words written by Taylor will give you a true sense of him. As I go through my life, I have learned that when you make a mistake, it hurts. But over time, that will strengthen you. Life is just learning. You need to challenge yourself in order to succeed. As Ralph Waldo Emerson stated, life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. The beauty of life is you get to choose who you want to be. For these reasons, Washington Elementary has chosen Taylor Fung to receive the honor of representing us as our superstar student. Fantastic job, sir.
Dr. Powell, do you want to say anything on your community partner? I know they're not here, but.
Yes.
And
Goodness
then
gracious.
for our community partner.
And they did say they would be here. Okay, maybe something came up. Our community partner is Chatfield and Associates. Chatfield and Associates have been critical partners in our school-wide programs for several years. At Washington, we take pride in celebrating our students' success, whether it's academic or socio-emotional. Chatfield and Associates have been a critical partner in our school-wide programs. When students demonstrate preparedness, respect towards others, responsibility, or safety, we reward them with bark bones. Students receive various prizes weekly, and larger prizes are raffled off at the end of each trimester. Chatfield and Associates has exclusively provided for these prizes for the last 3 years. Their generosity motivates our students to demonstrate the character traits we seek to develop. Their support has been a large part of our positive and inspiring school culture. They have been invaluable thought partners in finding ways to support and celebrate our staff as well. We are fortunate and grateful to have them as community partners and friends. Okay, thank you all.
Good evening, Board, Madam President McGuire, and Board of Trustees, Dr. Jordan, and the Executive Cabinet. My name is Azuri Valentine, and thank you for letting me have the opportunity to share all the amazing things that are happening at CO. But first, Logan and I will share Washington's highlights. Students at Washington are excited about the upcoming events in October. After completing a unit on anti-bullying with their school's counselors, students will take part in an anti-bullying assembly to kick off Red Ribbon Week. Each day of the week, we will have different dress theme to raise awareness of this year's theme, Life is a Movie, Film Drug-Free. Apart from Red Ribbon Week, the community is preparing for a fall festival and trunk or treat on Friday, October 25th. It is a fantastic event that brings current and former Bulldogs together for a night of fun. The month will end with school-wide trick or treat and parade through Washington on October 31st. The younger students will trick or treat at the upper grade classrooms, and afterward, the older students will trick or treat while the younger ones hand out candy. Parents are welcome to come and cheer everyone and enjoy the music and all the fantastic costumes. This month will be packed with fun activities.
Washington is in its third year of developing a comprehensive social emotional learning program. Last year, our school counselor joined the team, allowing the expansion the monthly character trait program into SEL lessons delivered in every classroom. Teachers trained then reinforced these lessons by reading literature and aligned with the monthly trait. Our counselor also checked in with students and provided in the motion support for those experiencing social emotional distress. This year, with the addition of a program specialist, we have a larger team available to address immediate needs. This has allowed the counselors to deliver SEL lessons weekly. The program specialists now work with groups of students during lunch bunches, focusing on skill development such as coping strategies, emotional regulations, relationships, and self-management. Students needing more intensive support are meeting with the program specialists for more one-on-one sessions. These are just a few of the many supports offered to help students meet their social emotional needs.
And here is my Charter Oak report. During the first week of October, we kicked off the month by demonstrating our school spirit with our first Spirit Week of the year. Within the same week, we held our fall night rally, and the final result was celebrated by the senior class who won first place. The rally also revealed who our homecoming core is for the school's potential homecoming king and queen. On Saturday, October 5th, the Black Student Union held our Black Excellence Career Exposition, where students had the opportunity to come out and learn about different career paths from the lens of Black professionals. We had a successful Pupil-Free Day for parent conferences on Monday, October 7th, and a parent college info night on Thursday, October 10th. On Friday, October 11th, we held our annual youth sports night along with the crucial catch football game to promote cancer awareness, which was also the CIF football game of the week. Our Great Shakeout was held earlier today, where all school districts practiced our disaster protocols in the event that an evacuation is necessary. And here's our fall sports update. Football is currently 6-1, and their league is 2-0. Volleyball is 14-15, and their league is 6-3. Boys water polo is 4-14. Girls tennis is 1-1. Girls golf is 3-5. Girls flag football is 5-1, and their league is 2-1. And lastly, for sports, girls soccer tryouts began this week on Monday, October 14th. And a few upcoming events. Our homecoming football game will be next week on Friday, and our homecoming dance will occur on Saturday, October 26th from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. in Anaheim, California. Thank you, and this concludes my report.
Madam President and the members of the board, here is my Arrow High School report. School-wide field trip. This Friday, October 18th, Arrow High School students will be going on a field trip to the LA Zoo. Students will be able to see various animals and see them in their habitats. Arrow students filled out a survey to select field trips that they want to go to. By far, the LA Zoo was first choice. Yesterday, October 16th, we had Advisee Day at Arrow High School. All students met with their advisee teacher in small groups to review their 6-week progress report grades, credits earned, and their attendance rates. Students set academic goals and completed a survey on school culture. Halloween Movie Prize. On October 30th, Arrow High School will be hosting a Halloween movie and movie snack event. It will be during 3rd and 4th periods. Students invited to the event are students who received green 6-week report cards, which is no D's or F's, or at least 2 credits in credit recovery classes in the first 6 weeks grading period. Students who had at least a 90% attendance rate in the first 6 weeks of school are also invited. It will be a fun day to celebrate. Halloween events. On October 31st, ASB is hosting a costume contest, a door decorating contest, and a pumpkin decorating contest. The winners will receive a gift card. There will be 3 winners in each category. Arrow High School will also be hosting a trick-or-treat event for the K through 8th grade students at Oaknell. The Great Shakeout. Today we had the Great Shakeout, and it went well. Parent-teacher conferences. On October 27th is a pupil-free day at Arrow High School. Parents are being encouraged to attend because it is important to track student progress. Parents will find out what their students are doing in classes and the work they have completed.
Thank you very much. I would like to take a moment of personal privilege and rewind and go back to our partner in education. Just gonna do the speech again, and then we'll do the
The whole
photo.
thing again?
I mean, they should hear it, right?
Okay,
Once-
yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay, Chatfield and Associates, will you come join me? Okay, Chatfield and Associates have been critical partners in our school-wide programs for several years. At Washington, we take great pride in celebrating student success, both academic and socio-emotional. Chatfield and Associates have been a critical partner for several years in our school-wide programs. When students demonstrate preparedness, respect towards other, responsibilities, or safety, we reward them with bark bones. Students receive various prizes, both weekly and then large prizes at the end of each trimester. Chatfield and Associates have exclusively provided these prizes for the last 3 years. This generosity motivates our students to demonstrate the character traits that we seek to develop. Their support has been a large part of our positive and inspiring school culture. Chatfield and Associates have been valuable thought partners as well in finding ways to support and celebrate our staff. We are so fortunate and grateful to have them as community partners and friends. No, thank you enough. Thank you.
Alrighty, students and families, now is the time. If you think to yourself, I need to cook dinner or I have homework to do, this would be the time where you can make your exit from the board meeting. However, you are always invited to stay. We do so much fun stuff here at the school board meeting. We'd love for you to watch.
Thank you.
Or not. Thank you. Thank you. Moving right along, we have the ROP report from Jeanette Flores.
I'm happy to report that the governor did give us back $7.5 million of the $9 million for our TCE Pathways grant. So we're excited that we're able to get that money regardless of the budget. So that money will go to students at Charter Oak. That's all I have to report. Thank you.
That's great news. Next up, superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you. A couple of quick items. Just want to thank Ed Services and the work that they've been doing right now. We've been hosting our grade level collaboratives with our primary teachers. And as a reminder, that's when we bring in all teachers from the same grade level and they get a chance to go through trainings and discussion, collaborate and try to work on curriculum so that they are consistent across all of our schools. So especially want to thank Mrs. Mustafa for the work that she's been doing on that. I want to thank our board. last month we held our very first ever joint meeting with the Covina City Council along with our school board, and really appreciate the input, but more importantly, the approval of this board to move forward for our Royal Oak Middle School joint project so that we can create a nice atmosphere in a park for everyone in the community. This week is the week of the school administrator, and so I just want to thank, I believe, on behalf of the board, to our administrators, thank all of them for the hard work that they do every day at our schools, and the work that they do is so much appreciated. I want to invite the board also on October 28th to Royal Oak Middle School. Unfortunately, it is in the morning, but between 9 and 12 is the annual SELPA Arts Festival. And if you can get there just for a few minutes to see the amazing work, we bring all 10 school districts of the SELPA together with our students with special needs, and they get a chance to participate in a half day of crafts and activities and events. And it is really incredible just watching how much joy they get out of that and how much that makes a big difference in their lives. So I want to thank everyone involved there, especially our director, John Raymond, as well as Scott Turner, the executive director of the SELPA, and all the other directors from the other SELPAs. And then also want to thank the board for those of you that were able to attend the Covina Night Out. It's always a great event for Charter Oak to be in front of the community, pass out information about the great things going on in our district, and we want to thank the chief for always giving us the opportunity to participate in that. So it was a really nice evening out. So that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Do we have any yellow cards for public comment?
We do.
Okay, just a reminder, for public comment, you get 3 minutes for your comment. There will be a timer clock on the screen, and your time will start when you see the clock going down after I call out your name. First up, we have David Povero. Chief, that is terrible. I mean, I knew, but this looks like City X.
Don't start the clock yet, because you're still talking.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone, President and board members. It's always great to be here. You know, I've come multiple times throughout every school year. It's that partnership that we share. I saw Danny at the council meeting. Doctor, you mentioned National Night Out. This morning I started at 7:30 with Covina Valley Unified at their State of the District. And here, ironically, 12 hours later, I'm before you. So it's a great partnership. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to our department. We're here to serve you. You can have confidence that the Covina Police Department is always here to take care of all of your schools, both the faculty, the students, and the parents. On that note, even though my commitment has been here for 35 plus years, I've announced my retirement at the end of December. So though you see me before you, I've set the bar high. Hopefully the next police chief has picked up on my cues and will continue this partnership of coming in and just coming before you and assuring you that public safety is paramount in the city of Covina and will always be addressed on your school campuses across the city of Covina. On the last note that I have, so I'm within the 3-minute mark, is you see I'm wearing the pink patch tonight. You know that we're always focused on community engagement. And part of that community engagement is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, where the police departments around the nation, and especially here in your town, fundraise with our community partners to provide money towards a breast cancer research, education, or treatment facility. This year it's with Emanate, our local hospital. We've been partnering with them, looked at their state-of-the-art breast cancer center right in Covina, also partnered at their Foothill Glendora campus and at the Queen of the Valley. So tonight I've left you a couple flyers. We're having a event at the Laugh Factory. Come join us. I'm there. I'm not performing, and I've been assured I'm not the butt of any jokes Thursday night, but come join us. It's a nice night out. It's a great facility in Covina. I know you guys have already participated in it. Thanks again. Always appreciate the partnership that we share.
Thank you. Got a popcorn? Next up, we have Gary Chow speaking on Mount Sac bond.
Thank you, President McGuire. It's good to see everybody again. My name is Gary Chow. I am a Mount Sac trustee, and I'm here to talk about Measure V, which is a bond measure on the November ballot. In my limited 3 minutes, I'm going to talk real fast here. I can only address 2 questions that are often asked by those inclined to vote no on the bond. I think the first question that a lot of people ask is the size of the bond. It's $750 million. It is a lot of money. To break it down into a more digestible item, it's $15 per $100,000 of assessed value. That means if your house is assessed at $500,000, the cost of the bond is about $75 per year. How long is your commitment for? 30 years. Now, the reason why bonds are on the ballot is because of the nature of our funding system. I'm at a school board meeting, so I don't need to tell you this. You only get monies for direct salaries and overhead. If you have needs for infrastructure, new buildings, improvements, these have to come from bonds. And this is why bonds are on the ballot on an average every 10 years. This leads to the second question. The second question is, why should I support a bond in which there is no direct benefit for me? And my answer to this is, as a trustee, a lot of times I have students come to me and they say at Mount SAC, this is the first place that somebody believed in me. And so when you hear that phrase, you go, that's really wonderful. And you may think that believing in you is a face-to-face interaction, but what it also is, it means providing a modern facility for your students and a safe environment for them to, a conducive learning environment. And this is what the bond does. For a lot of our students, the college is a haven away from the chaos at home, a place you can feel safe, a place you can dream big. Demographics of the college, 70% of our students are on some type of financial aid, 65% are Hispanic, 20% are Asian, 10% white, 5% black. For a lot of these students who come to the college is not just their first choice, it's their only choice. So tonight, I'm going to ask if you could endorse the bond along with your colleagues here, Trustees Aguilar and Flores. And thank you for endorsing the bond. I need your help. I need your help to convince those who are inclined to vote no to vote yes. And thank you very much. I have 14 seconds to spare, and it's good to see everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. And next up, we have a student, Mr. Osvaldo Figueroa, to speak about educational rubrics. Hello.
Hi, my name is Osvaldo Figueroa, and I am a student at Charter Oak High School. I am currently a senior. Throughout my time in there, I've learned a lot, and I've understood different perspectives. And one thing I have noticed is one of the grading practices. I have noticed a lot of students have been struggling to learn and comprehend the knowledge that they have been expected to learn. And I've struggled to understand why, especially because within my current year, I have been granted the pleasure of having great teachers who are teaching me the rubrics and how these exams function. And I believe that possibly that we could move this down to the CP level as well, the college prep courses, and teach the students the rubrics and their expectations so that they too could excel. Why rubrics are essential, I believe after you assess your students, I think it's good to tell them what the expectations are for these classrooms. I think we should possibly include them within the curriculum and have workshops so then they could understand it. And I think that anything with specific expectations should have rubrics and should be taught to students so that they could understand their grades. And I think that rubrics create an entrance into a conversation between students and teachers. So then you can understand where you come from and like how you are learning. And I think conversations like those create accountability for students when some might feel like their grades are unjust. After their conversations, they should have an understanding of where they're coming from and where they're growing from. And I think that is all. So thank you for your consideration and for your time.
Thank you. Okay, that concludes public comment. Moving along to action items. A1, budget revisions and transfers. Is there a motion? We have Peterson. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Flores, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we will call for the vote. Student trustee Valentine?
Yes.
Student trustee Creighton?
Yes.
Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Mrs. Flores?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson? I'm also a yes. Motion carries. Item B, Educational Services, Memorandum of Understanding, National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence of East San Gabriel and Pomona Valleys. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Dr. Aguilar, is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Rose, any discussion? Hearing none. Student Representative Valentine? Yes. Student Rep Creighton?
Yes.
Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Mrs. Flores?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson? Yes. I'm also a yes. Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Does anybody want to pull anything? No? Okay. Is there a motion to approve consent?
So moved?
All right, second? All right, moving on, because we don't have to
Action.
vote on.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
I'm sorry. I need to pull item 7.
Okay, let's strike that motion, and we're gonna go pull item 7.
Athens.
A7?
A7.
A7.
Yes.
Athens?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to abstain from voting on this.
Anything else?
That's all.
Okay, is there a motion to,
Motion approves everything on the consent calendar except for number A7.
all right, is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
All right, that is Dr. Aguilar with the second. And now we'll go back to item A7. Oh, I didn't vote. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just rushing. No, let's go down. No, they said they want to repeat the motion. You
I
want
make the
me to
motion to approve the consent calendar
Minus A7.
minus A7.
And I second that motion.
Dr. Aguilar seconded. Okay, and now we will, is there any further discussion? No. Student Representative Valentine? Yes. Go two, okay. Mr. Creighton as well. Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Mrs. Flores?
Yes.
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
I am also a yes, motion carries. Now we'll go back to item A7. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Dr. Aguilar, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion? We will go to the vote. Did you have a discussion? Oh, I'm sorry, David was looking. No? Okay. Student Representative Valentine? Yes. Mr. Creighton? Mr. Rose?
No.
Mrs. Flores?
Abstain?
Dr. Aguilar?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
I'm also a yes. Let's do some counting.
That's 3-1.
We have
with one
three yes, 1 abstention, 1 no, and 2 student representatives voting in the affirmative. You are welcome. Let's see, where are we at now? Board comments. We'll start with Mr. Rose. Board comment.
Okay, I have nothing to say, but I have one, Mr. President, Mr. President, I'd like to have one request from the district. A copy of the document that is sent to LACO about the property in Sunflower Campus.
Okay,
I want a document from, the document that we sent to the county, LA County, about the property at Sunflower Campus.
Let's get clarification. Let's get clarification before we close tonight. Are you aware what that document is?
Are you telling me that no documents sent to,
Well,
Lego-
our resolution that the board passed to sell the property would have been sent on, and there would have been escrow papers that would have been sent, but I'm not sure which form or document you're referring to that would the county would receive independently?
Any document that we send, it's required by law, sent to LA County about the property and stuff like that.
How about we do this? Any document that just pertains to the sale of the property?
Yes.
Could I-
Including documents sent to
That, any
the county.
document that we forwarded to LA County regarding the sale of the Sunflower property. Does
Yes.
that work? Yes, okay, yes.
Before we go, Ms. Branford, that's something we can pull together? Okay, good. We'll get that out to the board.
Thank you. No further comments.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. Mrs. Flores?
I just want to wish everybody a great week. Enjoy homecoming. The game is next week. And then you have some festivities. So have a great time at your field trip, Logan. And let's have a great fall. And go Chargers. We play tonight. So hopefully some of you will make it out to that game. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Aguilar.
Yeah, thank you. Again, kind of echoing that, we have homecoming coming up. That's always exciting. I hope to see many of my fellow alum there.
Oh, well, are you going for King?
Yeah, that ship sailed, I think, unfortunately. But hey, I like to be there and support. So yeah, so that's really exciting. Also, again, highlighting Anti-Bullying Month across all of our sites. That's been fantastic. I got a chance to go on a site visit at Cedar Grove not long ago, and it was great to see all the teachers wearing their anti-bullying shirts and everything, just kind of seeing that passion behind them and what they're doing for our kids, especially on that social emotional side. So with that, I just thank everyone involved in putting that emotion forward. So thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Peterson?
Yes, just a few things. Last week, our football team, the high school football team, was on a nationally televised network. And I just wanted to say congrats to Coach Farrar and his coaching staff and the administration at Charter Oak for getting us in that position to where we were selected as a nationally televised game. It got us a lot of recognition, and they keep playing it over and over again, which is good. I'd also like to tell people to quit announcing retirements. This is 2 meetings in a row where I've got hammered by people doing retirements. Congratulations to Chief Pavero. I've known the man 37 years, and I worked side by side with him for 27. There's no one more committed to this community than Dave is, and I wish him well in his retirement. Well-deserved, great partnership, and he definitely cares about our community, so congratulations to him. Also, congrats to our band. I see they're going to go to Hawaii, Color Guard. Another opportunity for our VAPA kids to get out and about representing Charter Oak, and it just represents all the good things we're doing here in our district. And with that, good luck tonight, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Just really quickly, the Drama Club is having a fundraiser happening right now. They are selling Double Good popcorn. Okay, great. So it's more popcorn, yes. So buy some. And they also have some plays coming up. What else? Oh, Avid took a field trip to Mount Sac and to Fullerton. They took the seniors there. They had a really great time being able to visit the campuses there and see what the student life was like. And then they also started a cheer circle on the campus of Mount Sac for all of the Charter Oak students that they saw there. So I thought that was really cool. Next up, we have Election Day. We won't be here before the election, but don't forget to vote. You can register to vote now still. You can also register same day and cast a provisional ballot. And on the 28th, the YWCA will have a polling place for folks who are differently abled or have mobility issues. You can vote at the San Gabriel Valley YWCA in Covina. And I think that's it. Just voting is our civic duty. It's our right. And please don't forget to do it. That concludes my comments. Our next meeting will be on November 7th. It's a joint meeting with the Personnel Commission and a board study session. It will be here. And what time? 5:30?
We're doing the joint meeting at 5.
Please hold.
I think it's 5 p.m.
We think it's 5 p.m., but it will be on the website if that's incorrect.
And the study session will begin at 6:30.
And the study session will begin at 6:30. We have no need for additional closed session, so this meeting is adjourned at 6:56. Thank you.